So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 9 of Vinland Saga. The reaction is in the description, go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And it will not be a long discussion because not much happened during this episode. So we saw basically, as the episode is called, the Battle of London Bridge or something like that. That's what we saw. And we started with Askeladd and Bjorn looking at the thing and then having plans and then yeah. And there was an interesting moment. I don't know if it was a detail or not, but Askeladd was scratching his beard and some noticeable amount of hair got out of it. That may be just a funny little thing, or may imply one of the two. First, he's getting old. Second, he is sick or getting sick. Because he's not a young man anymore, and him dying from other reasons other than Thorfinn killing him, that would have been brutal for Thorfinn. Or him getting weak. Because Thorfinn really wants to not kill Askeladd. He wants to defeat him in a fair fight. He wants to kill the warrior that lives in Askeladd. Basically, defeating the warrior. Because they have this thing. And if Askeladd gets weak because of the disease or age restrictions, basically, on his health, that's not gonna be the Askeladd he wanted to beat. I mean, of course, he spent a lot of time growing to be able to at least somehow fight him. And time is working against him because it's going very fast. And now I kind of, when I think about it, that may be pretty interesting turn of events when they can't fight. I mean, Thorfinn cannot do that, cannot fight Askeladd because that's not the same Askeladd because he's weak or ill or something. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but that little detail of him losing some hair there was noticeable. I don't know, maybe it was just emotional or something, but we noticed that. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. And Bjorn as well said that he's not here for money, just want to fight. And a lot of characters in this one. It's not like they're really like money. They actually enjoy fighting. They actually enjoy killing. That's their thing. And of course, for us, for people who would prefer money. Oh, I found the names. For some reason, I just didn't recognize them, I suppose. Awesome. Idiot. So for us, for people who are living in the modern world, who are not, of course, even in our time, somewhere in countries where there's war and some specific, I'm not gonna say like nations or something, some specific people have this warrior codex, and yeah, killing is kind of good if it's needed. But in Christian religion, at least, killing is never good. And for us, of course, we're gonna take money. If money is involved, then yeah, killing is at least somewhat bearable for some people. But if there's no money involved, it's just for maniacs and like murderers who enjoy that physically and mentally. But at those times, they're having like kicks out of it. They're enjoying that. And kings having their pride, achieving the respect, and yeah, that all fits. Unfortunately, poor women and children are dying because of those fucking groups of people who really enjoy killing each other and others. So now we know that Bjorn is actually one of those. He's basically kinda like Thorkell. Of course, money is nice, but fighting is more important for them. And so Askeladd says, so what's up, boy? We need your help. Can you go and kill the man? You know, the biggest man ever that lived on the planet Earth. Could you please kill him? Be so kind. And bring his head. And Thorfinn's like, no problem, but you're gonna give me the duel. Of course, he says Askeladd. I mean, Askeladd uses him. That's as always. It's just I don't I still don't understand him, Askeladd. His relation towards Thorfinn. Does he have some care or feelings, or is all just to achieve whatever he wants? Because what was the reason to send a little boy to fight the biggest man ever on the earth? I don't think that Askeladd actually believed that Thorfinn gonna be able to beat the giant mountain of a man. That was basically on the same level as his dad, Thor's. Maybe not that legendary, but they were fighting together, and I saw this guy throw an axe. They were fighting. This guy was even without weapons, and he still was able to fight Thorfinn. So sending little boy Thorfinn to fight this gigantic muscle mass, probably, I don't know. It was either to actually try and maybe it's gonna work. Either it was to train him, maybe, because basically Thor's died and now there's Thorfinn alone and he's blinded by his rage, and Askeladd being kind of like sort of daddy, but a very brutal and not nice one. He's kind of growing the man out of the boy. I can see that, but it doesn't look very much like that, because sometimes Askeladd just asks for fucking impossible. And he's not very surprised that, let's go away, he said. Maybe he knows Thorkell. Maybe he knows that this guy is not like a brutal murderer who's just killing to kill. And maybe Askeladd predicted that he's not gonna kill Thorfinn after defeat. So I don't know, I'm not sure. But long story short, Askeladd said to do that, and boy said, I have to beat you as a warrior, and we just spoke about that. I don't know if it's gonna go well or not. But yeah, and then you have this guy smiling. I mean, I instantly, when I saw him in the first episode, I thought that this is a very interesting and gigantic guy, because I kind of like this type of characters. You know, the good, kind of good people with a lot of straight and that are kind of simple and nice. You know, a good giant, a nice giant. And of course, calling him nice is not very accurate, because he's smashing people like left and right. But since it's the Vinland Saga story where everyone's killing everyone, that's kind of understandable. So at least you have to relate at least to someone in this anime, because I don't really follow Thorfinn, because he is now just a tool for Askeladd for killing people, and in my book that is not nice. There's still Ylva and what's his name? Ericsson. What is something Ericsson? Forgot. Oh, I have the thing. Leif Ericsson. Nice people that I kind of can relate to. And the granny that was probably killed already. But in those like pirate guys, I don't relate to them. I mean, I watch them, I see them, I kind of root for some of them. I mean, I don't want Thorfinn to die, that's for sure. But it's not like I really enjoy following them exactly. I kind of want something new. But I suppose we're stuck with that, and it's all just personal preferences stuff. So yeah. I honestly don't enjoy this anime that much as probably some of you. I just watch it and it's cool, but I don't feel like ooh, like that. I like the fighting, I like the basically everything, but the story, the characters, for me, it's a bit not for me. Although this guy, Thorkell, that's the guy that I like, and I enjoyed seeing him and the whole episode with him. So that's good. That's good because finding characters you can relate. Now I just have characters that I hate. I mean, maybe not hate, but characters that I want to die because goddamn Floki is a fucking square-faced grandfather who, by the way, tried to speak with Thorkell and said like, "Oh, there's a king in here." And let's speak and yada yada. And so it seems, I mean, it's not seems, it is like that. Thorkell decided to switch sides because fighting against weak English people is not fun for him, and he's like, I'm gonna fight with the weak, I'm gonna fight against my strong ass crazy Vikings. So the guy is like a real warrior, and he has this warrior codex in him, and that's cool. That's another cool thing about him. Even though, as I've said, money is probably involved, but Floki said like, we're gonna give you a lot of money, and he's like, no, I don't care about that. That's not fun. Let's fight together. Let's fight again against him. I mean, his character design, he's like I don't know who he reminds me of. I can't say, but like the crazy smiling guy with eyes that you don't even know if they're nice or evil. But yeah, he's hilarious, and him smiling. So Floki fails, and King says, Hajimeruyo, let's start the war again. Let's kill them. And of course, so the English guys have a pretty strong bridge filled with archers, so you cannot go into London through the water while having this bridge because it's filled with archers. I wonder what time is it now, because I mean, I know what time is it now. It's 1000 something, 13 or something. But I remember that in Middle Ages, English bowmen were pretty strong, and they had like long as bows and boom, shooting very far, and were very accurate and dangerous, deadly. But seems like no, there's like stupid wooden sticks and stuff. So yeah, we see Thorfinn and his gang coming closer to the ship, even though everyone's shooting arrows. But yeah, we don't really care about that. And by the way, Thorkell is also not a young boy anymore. They were basically mostly the same age, more or less, with Floki and Thors. Floki looks the worst. He's looking like a square pig, literally. So yeah, little boy Thorfinn jumps into the a bridge and the fight starts. But before the fight starts, I mean, not before, they had a little fight before. Thorkell says, like, don't touch the boy, we're having a fair fight, because Vikings, we love that. And Thorfinn, of course, he sees this is not just an ordinary guy. This is a giant dude, and he's a very, very agile and experienced warrior, just like Askeladd, who feels the danger, who's like, even when he's in a very, very uncomfortable and dangerous position, he still was able to protect himself with arm. And basically, him getting his fingers cut was only because of the fact that he kind of lost his guard a bit. But though he lost two pretty important fingers, it's gonna be difficult for him to throw axes now, because that's a right arm. He used his right arm, and you have to use these two fingers to hold the handle of it. But as I've said, medically, if he's fast enough, he can just put those fingers back and hold them for enough time. Of course, they're not gonna be working well, but there's gonna be some meat and bones in here that's attached to your body. I mean, it depends, because his fingers were cut higher than just, than this thing. So most of his fingers should be okay. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I know that's gonna. I mean, we had I don't remember even who was that. Someone in the village long time ago, I just cut his damn finger with shovel or something, and they're like, stick it back, and it stick. Normal finger, you can't even notice any difference. So it works. I know that. It was a pretty old man, and it worked pretty fine. So they're having a cool fight together, even though Thorkell is fighting without any weapons. But I mean, it's basically level 100 fighting against level 20. There's like very little chance that Thorfinn will be able to damage this man. And he, since he likes fighting, he says, like, I'm gonna give you a little chance here. And as I've said, I like it, but no, it was pretty fast. As always, Thorfinn wanted to make this one deadly hit, but it didn't work. And that was the last moment we saw Thorfinn standing on the ground, because after that he was flying like that, bam, bam. It looked like Hulk in some of the Avengers or some older movies. I haven't seen Avengers. I just saw a few movies out of the whole series of like 15 or something movies. And I remember a moment. I didn't even seen this movie, but I saw that a little moment on YouTube or somewhere where like Loki and Hulk standing together and something, and Loki says something to Hulk, and he starts like smashing him like that. Basically, that was the same thing. So Askeladd sees that his boy is good getting smashed, and he's like, okay, retreat. While Thorkell grabbing Thorfinn still in his arm, like, are you dead, boy? And boy cuts his fingers, and he's like, whoa, damn, that was good, my boy. Maybe it's his right arm. And he's like, man, that was a nice and funny fight. I really enjoyed it. We should do that more. Doesn't even care, no pain, no nothing. He's just having fun out of it. It's like he's gonna recover the next minute, or load a save. Yeah, oh, and he was cut in the basically. Thorfinn wanted to cut his like tendons here, basically, because losing arm. And that would have been really bad. It's not like losing 2 fingers. It's losing a whole arm with all fingers. You're not gonna be able to move them, but they're gonna be there at least. You can do something with them. And Thorkell said that you are a warrior. That's like I don't know. Not to prove you, but I mean, he sees him as a warrior, and that's a very, very big achievement for Thorfinn. And I mean, of course, he's very stubborn. That's for sure. He's gonna be fighting to the last breath. And he says, "Look, name your name, warrior." And he says, "I'm Thorfinn, son of Thor's." Jesus, and jumps away. Ah, that's so bad. Maybe they were real friends. I don't think that Thorkell and Thors were really good friends. They were just like fighting comrades. They were like fighting together, just like with Floki. But he definitely knew his father. He definitely has respect to his father. I think. Maybe not, because at least Floki didn't have a lot of respect. I mean, he had a lot of fear towards the man, but he was not liking what Thors did in the end. And and unfortunately they had no time to speak. Little boy jumps away, and the man says like, "Oh, no, that was a nice meeting, that was a nice fight. We're gonna meet again. I hope we're gonna meet again. See you, boy." And Archer's asking like, "Should we kill him, Captain?" And he's like, "Nope, don't touch the boy. Let him live." He was impressed, and then his face changed, by the way. Thorkell's face changed. He's like, "That's the boy of the man. That means something." Man, what's up with my nose? It's itching like crazy. Then we see a lot of wounded men, and the king, what's his name, says that we're leaving, so we're gonna have like 4,000 people to attack by a command of Prince Dude Man Girl who knows who, I don't know. He looks like a girl, this prince. I know, of course, you may say like it's long hair, but we even saw his eyes, and they look like kind of like girly eyes. They reminded me of Ylva, because she also had those blonde and fluffy eye hair. So I don't know what's up with the king, and it seems like he's Christian or something. Oh yeah, it's because of his Christian upbringing. So they say, Vikings say like he's not ready, he's not prepared to fight, and he have to do that. Have to train, have to earn his experience, and the guy that looks like a pencil is very protective. But no. We see Thorfinn getting out of the water, and then Vikings retreat, and Thorkell looks at that like, "No, they're going away." Englishman, "Yes, we won," and he's like, "Shut up, no, get back, you fuckers." That was hilarious. I mean, I like this guy a lot. Oh, he reminds me some fighter from Street Fighter or someone, with this hair. There was some guy. I rarely played this game when I was a very little young boy, but I remember there was a guy that looked kind of like that. And in other games there were guys that looked kind of like that, but this one reminds me of that guy that was standing like that with that guy. So Viking get away. This guy is very, very sad, and Thorfinn gets out of the woods. Askeladd says like, oh, you know what, we're going away, so if you cannot move, then I know what to do with you. Thorfinn publicly fixes his shoulder and goes, it's like he's like cripples like that. He cannot even move, poor guy. Just like blinded with a goddamn rage. And Askeladd looking at it like, oh, as always, having like a lot of pleasure from that. And everyone is like, yeah, nice work killing, great, it's all good. I would kill him with one arm. And Thorfinn is not having fun. So he's killing people because he have to, but at least he's not having a pleasure from that. At least, so he's not that broken of a man. But still, I cannot relate to him doing what he's doing. He could train or do something, I don't know, but or at least fight bad guys. But he's helping bad guys. So say what you want, guys. But yeah, and that's the end. So we're marching at some place like what? Wessex. Wessex. I don't know how to call it, but yeah, there's sex in there. But I don't think. I mean, there's gonna be sex for some of those people if there's gonna take some poor women again. But yeah, that was a nice episode. I mean, that was a nice episode because I liked Thorkell. I expected to like him, and I am happy that he's not dead because that's important. I want the characters to relate to, and that's basically the next goal for Thorfinn, because he still has this agreement with Askeladd. So you bring head of Thorkell, and then we fight again. So I suppose that's the next goal. Some specific goal. And that means that we're probably gonna see the fight again. And any time of the week, I'd gladly see Thorkell. Even though, of course, he's enjoying killing and stuff. So he's not much better than anyone else here, but he is better, at least in my opinion. So yeah, and that was the episode. I know. So the next one probably gonna be fighting in Wessex, even though Thorfinn is definitely not in a position and not in a good condition to fight, but we're gonna see. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.